What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know I have been MIA this whole time, and some of you might even wonder what the heck happened to me. So I'm basically here to give you guys the rundown of what happened. It feels good to be back. Just speaking on terms of like where I'm staying, my job situation and all that, like it's pretty solid. And to give you guys a tour of my new apartment, my new solo, because I'm living solo. Basically, I said that I was moving in with someone else, but anyways, I'm gonna give you guys the rundown. But basically, I live by myself now. I'm in my car right now, and it is so hot. Like, you guys cannot imagine how hot it is in here. And yes, I am wearing a sweater. Yes, I am wearing a sun hat. I don't know what the deal is with my fashion as of lately. I've just been all over the place. I'm just super excited to finally be back. Really want to thank all of you guys who have commented on my videos, all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. And it also just means a lot to me to see so many people relate to the kind of videos that I post or the experience that I'm going through. But anyways, so enough of that. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened and give you guys the rundown of what's currently going on and hopefully give you guys a tour. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started because there is so much to talk about. And I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible just so that I don't bore you guys. And I also just don't want to make this video super long. I don't even know if I want to stay in this car while I talk to you guys, because when I tell you guys it's burning up in here, it is burning. We gotta do what we gotta do. Since I gave this whole YouTube thing a break, I kind of like just got a little shy again talking to the camera. But and especially like recording in public. I know those first few videos you could see me recording in public, but let me tell you guys, when I was doing that, I was like so freaking embarrassed to do that. But I did it because you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know, I'm at the same park that I was at last time, so you know, maybe it looks a bit familiar to you guys. Not sure. I mean, you guys didn't see too much from the last video, but I'm basically at the same spot where it all started. Anyways, I need to stop being embarrassed and I need to just tell you guys what the heck happened. Get ready, buckle in, grab some snacks, because we're about to go in and we're about to go in hard. Because literally I cringe at myself sometimes when I watch these videos, not gonna lie. After that video, I basically ended up moving to that 2-bedroom apartment with that other roommate, and things were going good. I did end up finding a second job maybe like a month within moving into that apartment, which was so good. Like, I was so relieved and I was just so thankful to God that I was able to find a job. Like, I think back to it and I just remember, like, there was at some point I was literally like shaking. Like, I was just like, my body was just in this, like, I don't know, very anxious state where like I was literally, my hands were shaking. I was scared. I was like literally out of it. In my head, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get through this. Like, I have to get my shit together and just push through. So I ended up talking to my roommate and she was the one who ended up hooking me up with that job. And it was basically at like a hot dog place. So basically we just made hot dogs. So it was pretty simple. It's pretty easy. I was able to get enough hours and then obviously make enough not only for rent but also for like groceries and other stuff, insurance. We're super thankful to God after for my friend and also to him, because like I was just freaking so scared. I ended up living there obviously for like a full year is how long the lease was. So I was there for like a whole year and things were good. I was kind of like job hopping from job to job just because I didn't really like that hot dog place too much, but I was able to find other second jobs, which now looking back at it, I'm like wondering why the heck did I do that. I should have just stayed at one job, but I was feeling a little risky or whatever, which is kind of stupid of me, but it is what it is. Things were okay. I won't say that I didn't enjoy my time there, but as time went on, I was starting to realize that I kind of wanted to be on my own. Like, I kind of wanted to be by myself. I don't know how to explain it, but when you're like a teenager and you have your own room, you kind of just want to be in your room all the time. Well, that's how I was when I was with this other roommate, is I just wanted to be in my room all day long. Like, I didn't want to even acknowledge the fact that there was somebody else in the house, which is kind of weird of me, but it also just made me realize that I really just wanted to have my own spot and my own space. I don't want to say anything negative about her as well, because like I said, she was, you know, she was decent. Like, she did everything. Like, obviously there's hiccups every now and then, or like we butted heads on something, but for the most part, you know, it was nothing compared to like it was before living with 6 other people. I think I told you guys, like, just having random strangers come into your house and not knowing who was coming in, who was coming out, like none of that in this spot. So after that 12-month lease was up, I knew that I wanted my own spot. Like, it was so clear in my mind, and I wanted nothing more than to be able to like play my music as loud as I wanted it, clean up after my own mess, like not somebody else's mess, just have things the way I wanted to have things, because I'm very particular about that, maybe a little bit OCD. I realized how close I had the camera up to my face, so I have the camera backed up a little bit just to give you guys space, give me myself my own space, you know. So I ended up really liking those apartments because they're just really nicely furnished and they just look really nice inside. So I was like wondering, shoot, if they have like a studio here, like why not move into a studio and have my own spot here? It was very like private, not a lot of people, pretty empty. And if there's one thing about me, I'm really kind of like introverted. Like, I just like to keep to myself. I like to be by myself most of the time. I'll say like I'm an introvert extrovert, which is very contradictory, like I know, but like I don't know how to explain. Like, sometimes I do want to be social, but then most of the time I just want to like be by myself. I ended up talking to my landlord and I was like, hey, is there like a possibility of maybe like, you know, having my own spot here? And she was like, yeah, like we actually, you know, we have studios here, empty studios, and there are even like studios on the 3rd floor. So if you wanted to stay on the 3rd floor, because one thing that I wanted is that wherever I was going to move, I wanted to be at the very top level. Like, I didn't want to be at the bottom because I like not having to hear people above me. And then at the same time, like, I've heard that it's better to have like a top unit versus a bottom, because a bottom is more like, it's just more probable for it to have like insects or like rodents or stuff like that. So I was like, I'm not trying to do all that. So if you can give me one on the 3rd floor, bet, like I'll take that. So I ended up getting a spot on the 3rd floor. And you know what's funny, guys? Let me just tell you. So my roommate, she also wanted to get her own studio at the same like apartment complex. Like, she wanted to get her own spot there too. And to make matters even more awkward, she wanted to get hers on the 3rd floor too. So when my landlord told me this, I was like, I couldn't help but laugh, because it was just like so freaking hilarious to me how we both kind of just, without really saying it to each other, we were just like, okay, you go your own way, I'll go my own way. But what's even funnier is that literally we're on like the same hallway. Like, her room is like, I'll show you guys too eventually, but her room is like right here at the front, and then all the way in the back is where like my unit's at. But like I have to like walk by her unit sometimes. But anyways, it's kind of awkward, but at the same time like funny. I moved out a month early because my landlord was nice enough to let us move out early so she could get our unit ready for other people that were going to move into our spot too. I've been at the spot for basically 1 month. It's been official. I'm liking it so far. I think I'm still like not really fully processing the fact that this spot is mine. Let me just tell you guys, when Halloween pulls around, you guys better be ready, because I'm like a sucker for Halloween. Like, Halloween has always been my favorite holiday, and I used to just be a very huge like horror fan. I've tried to chill out a little bit on that stuff, but anyways, this Halloween I'm like super excited because like I actually want to like maybe like decorate. Who knows, we'll see. But anyways, I'm super stoked to finally have my own spot, and I will be doing a tour for you guys, so you guys will be able to see it. That's coming out in part 2, because this one is part 1. Anyways, so that's basically it. I think that's gonna be it for this video as well. Again, I just want to thank all of you who have commented and all of my new subscribers. Welcome and thank you. And anyways, I don't want to keep blabbering on and on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.